Tell us about yourself and why you have chosen your particular area of study.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview for this role at Aldi today. As for my introduction, my name is Funya Mizukami. I'm from Japan, and I am currently a second-year master's student at the University of Wollongong, majoring in financial management. I would describe myself as a patient, hardworking, and adaptable person who always likes to face challenges in order to grow myself. My efforts I have put into my study during the course resulted in positive academic achievement with a distinction average of all the financial subjects. Before I started studying in Australia, I worked as a private teacher for 2 years when I was a university student back in Japan. This has helped me to develop strong planning, communication, and interpersonal skills by interacting with a wide variety of students and parents, as well as making plans for helping them achieve their goals. The reason why I chose financial management for my study was because I've always been interested in how the market moves and how to make money wisely without taking too much risk through investments. Due to the current drastic change in the demographic and economic environment, we need to be sensitive to the shift in order to survive today's business world. Also, I am never satisfied with keeping the same pace with other people in terms of making money. In fact, I always think of how I can keep ahead of them. And the answer I could reach was, I just need to be wiser than them. So I needed to gain more knowledge and understanding of the market and the current and future probable shift in business. With the skills I gained through my experience and study, I'd like to look for a job that allows me to fully utilize my skills and helps me to get to the next level.
This position required you to work in teams where members have different backgrounds and levels of experience. Can you describe a time where you have worked effectively in a diverse team to achieve a desired outcome?
Yes. When I was assigned a group report with people from different backgrounds, I actively arranged meetings so that we could communicate face to face, get along well, and I also could make sure that we could address issues, some of which occurred due to cultural differences. When working with different people, some problems occurred because we didn't know each other well, and we assumed that things we take for granted could also apply to other members. And this resulted in misunderstandings or conflicts, which I think hindered our teamwork effectiveness at first. So before getting to work, we tried to understand each other first. And then we tried to identify the strengths and the weaknesses of each individual member. After that, we assisted each other and cooperated by using each member's strengths. For example, one member had a very strong communication and organizational skills. So we agreed to assign him as a group leader, whereas another member assisted the group by motivating us to work as a team effectively. However, there's this member who was always quiet during the meetings, and we thought he had no problems with how we are making progress. But when I talked to him personally, he said he actually had some issues, some problems he wanted to point out, but he was not confident enough to speak up in front of other members. So I actually talked to other members who didn't participate in discussion much, and I found out that most of them had the same problems as him. So I talked to the group members about this, and we tried to create a more comfortable environment so that we could join discussion and we could share our opinions with each other. And consequently, we were able to share our opinions with each other, and we could achieve a high academic result of the group report.
Can you describe a time when you took initiative to improve a process or service?
Yes. While working as a private teacher, there are some other private teachers working with me, but we didn't share our teaching techniques with each other. So since I was struggling to improve my teaching skills, I sometimes asked for their advice and learned how to become a better teacher. But I found out that there are some private teachers who also had the same struggle as me. So I asked the manager to hold a regular meeting for private teachers so that we could share our experience, teaching and planning method we are using. And this helped us to improve our teaching skills. And also we became more flexible in teaching approach depending on the student, because every single student had a different level of academic performance and understanding. And as a result, we managed to increase the number of students who achieved their academic goals, and even some of them achieved higher academic performance than they originally expected. Ever since then, the private tutoring school has held regular meetings, and it has especially helped new private teachers to improve their teaching skills faster.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I have a couple of questions. The first question is, if I were hired for this role, what would you expect me to achieve the first 12 months? And the second question is, can you tell me about the team I would be working with? Also, do you have any concerns about my candidacy? Thank you for your time.